Good afternoon, YouTube. Well, it's very windy outside today, so I'm inside the cellar. At least till my shed of serenity arrives. Very lovely day today because I'm smoking a new pipe I bought, a calabash from Peter Heinrich, and I've said before I think that's actually one of the most fantastic tobacconists in Germany, in Cologne, the party city of Germany. And look at this calabash, so about 150 euros, but look at it, it's absolutely magnificent, beautifully rusticated with this lovely steel cap here. I just think it's fantastic. Made in Italy, so it was obviously commissioned by Peter Heinrich. You make some pipes for our store, and the quality of this, I think it might be Mastro da Paia because I recognise this rustication, but that's a guess. Marvellous. I know I said no more pipes, but you know, that's something we say to delusion ourselves that will be the last pipe, you know. But I am being very careful about which ones I get. I know it's not a Prince. I said I would only buy Prince pipes, but look, it's Peter Heinrich and it's beautiful. What can you do, you know? I saw it was the last one. I thought, gotta have it. Appropriately, winter tobacco, Peter Heinrich, and this is one of those beautiful aromatic winter Christmas types of tobacco that actually tastes like it smells. So Peter Heinrich for me is right up there. I said to the wife we're going to go up to Cologne because it's a fantastic city, and their carnival is like the Rio Carnival but North Europe version. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic, and they have great restaurants and fantastic beer. It's a wonderful city, beautiful architecture of at least the cathedrals, and that lot was destroyed in the war unfortunately, but it's still brilliant how a lot has been rebuilt and restored, and the whole mentality of the city is a very positive one. I think one we can all admire. And its inaugural smoke, this is the first one, is doing very well. Excellent pipe, I just know it. Well, the video is a VR to Mike, Briar Blues. The great Mike, wonderful guy. I love to watch all of the videos that you do, and must try to get to more of your online chats. I sometimes think about Canadians is they have this wonderful style which is somewhere the best of both worlds, Americanized but also a bit of European British somewhere in there, or you know, or if you're from Quebec, from France, it doesn't matter. It's just a beautiful combination. But anyway, Mike wisely asked, as he often does wisely, put things out there, you know, who we are looking at for the young new entrants to YTPC. And well, there's many that I've mentioned in the past, and my shout outs and my appreciations of what they do, and how you can learn from them, in fact, even though some are newbies, but they take a different fresh look at some things, and it's just marvellous. So it's very important for YTPC that we help them grow into the community, you know, and there's some great ones out there now, growing very rapidly. There's one in particular caught my eye in the very recent history. If we're talking about really newbies under up to 100 subs or something like that, because some I've mentioned in the recent past, they're already like 200-300 or 400. You know, they're growing so rapidly. Is Mike Rondeau, and Mike Rondeau was an inspiration to me, because he was another shedder, you know, and I thought, oh, I've got to get my shed going, you know. So I know others, you know, had given me a little bit the idea. It would be great to have a nice place out there to sit and smoke, not always in the same cellar. And Mike did a lot of his early videos from there, but recently he's, for example, gone touring around Rhode Island, looking at monuments and stories associated with places, which I think is fantastic. You know, I like to do that myself. I was just over at a castle in my last video, and you know, you can't do it all the time, of course, you know, but it's just enriching and educational and interesting, and he talks very easily. Of this wonderful American style. I think you learn it in the schools with show and tell, and you're very chatty and relaxed, bringing things over, and he does that beautifully well. And some kind of interesting little stories recently, of course, direction of Halloween. It's sort of ghost stories, you know, but I love a good ghost story myself. And I just think Mike Rondeau is worth you all having a look at, and you know, if you like what you see, sub him and let's give him a bit of support, because you know, this, along with another 100 I could mention here that I have mentioned in past videos, but not to be repetitive, they are the future of our community, and what we preach and do here, and help as we help them and enrich the philosophy, they will do in the future when we are maybe long gone, you know. So that's a good thing, and I think great initiative from Mike, Briar Blues, and very generous GAW offering, and wow, that's fantastic. You know, 7,000 subscribers, and well, why not 20,000 subscribers or 500,000? I mean, it's just fantastic what you've done for the community, and put there, and quality pipes offering, and topics always interesting. So a credit to you, Mike, as well, and my thanks, sincere thanks. Padre Piper would be happy today. Got the good old cross here. The Duty has this on the lighter side, this lighter Zippo, which is the navigation one with the lovely blue sapphire in it. This one I've got a pipe gas insert. That's probably enough. some gas, some jazz music here on my my lovely little fantastic Pringles chips speaker. Actually, I got some packages today. I was really surprised. I thought, oh yeah, what have I ordered now? I thought I had everything, you know. One was Hydrostones and some CBD pastils. I'm going to try these because again I'm experimenting with CBD against inflammation and pain in the joints and things like that. Let's try these ones, see if they work. But always important to have some Hydrostones. These are the terracotta ones from Raw. Some of you were asking about that. I put a link. Amazon offers these also. And my personal view, it's just my personal view, is some tobacco smoke best drier and some smoke a bit more moisture. You have to decide what fits with your taste and everything. So, but it's good to have a little kit that you can hydrate if you need to. Drying is easy, just leave it open a day or something, or a few hours, whatever. Well, we had just a fantastic lunch today. Good friend of ours, my wife, Irish girl, came over and we had a lovely lunch and beautiful wine. I must say, this is a Swiss wine from the Zurich area. Northern Switzerland doesn't get as much sun, so usually you think the Blauburgunder or the Pinot Noir, you know, it never quite ripens to the right point. And you know, normally in the past people said, well, they're not as good as in the south, from the valleys where my wife comes from, or from the east southern part of Switzerland. But this one is excellent. It means they've got some great winemakers there. They may have taken the grapes from the south. That's often the case, but the real trick is, of course, how you ferment them. This has been in an oak cask for about a year, and it's actually come out excellent, you know. So, and not, well, expensive. What's expensive? This is about maybe $25 or something like that a bottle. It's not, you know, extremely expensive. Well, here's another thing that arrived. So there were 3 or 4 boxes there. I was amazed. I've seen a lot of reviews, and there's probably no more reviews about a tobacco than Carter Hall, you know, and most of them very positive, and it still gets a 3.0, I think, in tobacco reviews when all is said and done, you know. And I know a good friend Bradley, who I respect his opinion very much, said, well, you know, he didn't like it because he thought it was a bit chemically. And I you know, I think this is our own taste buds and our own individual view of it. But I got a pouch once and I thought, oh, this is pretty good. You know, this is not far away from Sir Walter Raleigh aromatic, and quite like this, you know. And then there were a lot of videos saying, well, you know, you get a pouch, but get a tub. The tub stuff is even better. It's richer, you know, it's got more flavour, it's maybe got a better moisture level, I don't know. So, still afraid of what will happen with legislation and whether next year I can get any tobaccos from America, which I've stocked up. 80% of what I have came from the United States, roughly. and if I can't do that, I'm in a good position because I've got a lot. I told you about that. Anyway, in the package today came Carter Hall, a whole tub in a tub. Beautiful. I'm so pleased to have this. I really am. Nicely packed cellophane. Won't open it until I'm going to go into it, and then I'll jar one or two small jars to use it and seal it up real good. But several people have said that these tubs actually work pretty good in keeping the moisture and keeping the tobacco, so I'm not too worried, even though it's some kind of polymer or plastic, that it won't do a good job of preserving it, and I will seal it up, of course, with plumber's tape and all the rest of it. But I'm looking forward to trying that and seeing if it's even better than the experience I had before. Well, on one or two videos I saw that there's a little ashtray you can get from Carter Hall. In the good old days they used to put one in the tub with it for free, you know. Maybe that was 20 years ago or 50 years ago, I don't know. So I think it was a good old friend Beans, yeah, that you were telling about this, and said, you know, you can still get them on eBay. So sure enough, I had a look, and actually I found this one here in beautiful condition and not that expensive, of one of these lovely Carter Hall ashtrays, which is what we call Tabacchiana, isn't it? You know, all things associated with pipe smoking and tobacco, which isn't tobacco, but it's the accoutrements, you know, the accessoires. And I'm just so happy to have this, you know, because it's a piece of history, and a great piece of American history, and American history is that's where tobacco came from, right? So it's good to have it. Well, I'm just loving this pipe. There's something about the rustication which is perfect to hold, keep the heat away from your fingers, but very comfortable. And comfort is what we pipe smokers seek and yearn for. And of course protected with this lovely polished steel cap here. And I always wanted a calabash, and I didn't really have a proper calabash looking pipe till now. Well, that's it for today. Just a short one to share my enjoyment of these new things, and to give, most importantly, the VR to Mike at Briar Blues, and I'm sure that's going to be a great GAW and really interesting. The new channels that are highlighted from everybody. So well done, old mate, and you all take care out there. Look after yourselves. Keep well. You take care, everyone. Cheers. Bye bye.